Okay, we're back. Okay, let's see, what are we going to do today? Kinda wanna build some stuff. Yeah, it'll be cool to build some, continue with the map a little bit. Okay, this time the bugs defeated the guards. That's kind of cool. Alright, so yeah, let's see if we can build something interesting. Yeah, it'll be nice to break that mesh a little bit nicer. Okay, so I'm wondering what is this line that I see in there. Okay. Okay, so let's see if we can make this a little bit more interesting. Oh, I don't have all the brushes here. I should probably bring those brushes. So I can have a little bit more options. That brush seems not to do much. Okay. Okay, it's huge. So let's push it maybe somewhere here. So something happened with my ultra dynamic sky and weather where I pressed a key or something, I don't know, and now things are like hidden in game. Maybe something like this. As long as it doesn't modify this terrain, that's pretty good. Maybe I can give it a little bit more room to walk on the side of the canyon. Something like this. It's gonna take a while to save because we are working with a nanite landscape. Not sure why. I think yeah, I should have left the menu open. I think, yeah, it likes to have the errand landscape menu open while doing this save. Okay, here I want to find my errand landscape brushes. I have them somewhere. The stamp library. So this thing. We need to migrate right here. Let's not override the ones we have already. That way I will have more more brushes to make a nicer terrain. Let's see how it's going here. Okay, I think it's saved. Not sure why the frame rate is so. Wow. Is it because we have another project open, but doesn't make sense. Okay. Okay, that's a that's a huge canyon. Let's push this down because now the terrain changed a little. What I really like is that it's not modifying my other layer. that I made with the sculpting tools, the landscape tools. So that's very cool. So there is a little bit of space here. Maybe we could block that way. That'll be nice. Hey, no, I'm using a template called the RPG engine, which uses the gas locomotion system and some stuff from Lyra as well. So yeah, that'll be cool. Okay, we got a crash on the other project. Did we actually got the brushes? Because sometimes the project crashes but you still get the migration. So let's see. Oh, I think we got them. Yep, I think we're good. Okay, that's nice, just to make the landscape a little bit more interesting. Just want to make sure that that I'm not spawning any new brushes. Yeah, I think we could probably block this. So the only way to that town is through the canyon. I think it makes more sense. Yeah, I was trying to do it manually, but then I ended up using the Dragon IK, which is a plugin for adding IK to characters, and it just worked. And there's still a lot of things I can customize to make it work a little bit better, but I got basic IK on the quad mech. Super happy about that. And also I added a drone enemy, which is it's gonna be very, very interesting. Maybe this one could go something like this. There's some funky stuff going on with this, especially with a big map. Okay, so this one I kinda wanna rotate a little bit and see if we can get it something like this. Yeah, I'm super happy about that. It's super cool to have four-legged creatures, well, mechs in this case. Okay, that's very cool. Now we don't really, I think we cannot really go around. We need to go through the canyon. Let's see if it saves faster with the Aaron landscapes thing opened. Maybe not. No, this is the Errant Landscapes plugin. It's pretty similar to Landmass. It's called Errant Landscapes. There's a free trial. You can use it for free for 30 days, something like that. And they also have a Errant. Let me see. There's Errant biomes and there's Errant splines. And they all work together, but I'm just using landscape for now, and you can buy them individually, and I think it's like 70 bucks, something like that. And they do like summer sales, so it's very nice tool. Okay, so the cool thing now is that you cannot go around. You need to go through the canyon. Oh, I'm making a game. This is for some kind of exploration, horror survival game I'm making. So the idea is to make a big environment. This is huge, like you cannot really tell the scale until you actually play. It's very big. I think I'm gonna build some roads in here, some kind of like, not stairs, but something that so the character can go through. For some reason doesn't wanna select the brush. There's something in the way. Sometimes it freaks out. I think because I'm using nanite, it kind of like bugs out a little bit with nanite, or I think it's just the size of this map. Yeah, it's bugging out a little bit. Oh, yeah, Wow. It freaked out. It's just a matter of moving it a little bit so it kind of like comes back. Okay, I think now it's working. Okay. The new UI. I do like the Unreal Engine UI for sure. They made some changes to the latest version. It took me a couple of days to get used to it, but definitely it's just a matter of getting used to it. You cannot really go into full screen mode. You have like this black taskbar always on the top. Before it was like transparent icons kind of thing, like floating icons. Now you have the taskbar, which I'm not sure how I feel about it, but it's whatever. Hey Wicked, how's it going? I thought we already rebuilt the landscape. Okay. So yeah, that was nice getting the IK for the quad mech going, and also the drone enemy. Okay, we have this huge area here. Maybe we can push it a little bit more. Maybe we can push it a little bit more. Or maybe we can have some rocks so the town is not super close to the canyon. Yeah. Yeah, I have a big industrial area. It has a lot of interiors. Yeah, definitely gotta work on that explosion. And there's another enemy there. So should we get this closer? Let's get it a little bit closer. Yeah, I don't know why it freaks out like that. There you go. It takes a little bit for it to wake up. Okay, maybe we can go a little closer like this. This is gonna modify the terrain quite a bit. Yeah. Maybe not. Maybe we don't want to go that close. And this is what I'm trying to to learn, how to mix Aaron landscapes with just landscape tools. Yeah, yeah, I've been learning a lot about optimization. Um, okay, is that where it was before? Yeah, let's just leave it there. This is a very big stamp, so even though this area is not noticeable, it's also modifying the terrain here, because it's being it's getting combined with these other areas, and so it's getting multiplied, and we're getting a little bit more. What I don't want to mess is this sculpting I did here. Oh, I mean, optimization is similar. It's similar in all engines. But definitely, it's something also very specific to your project. What kind of lighting are you gonna be using, and the environment, how big it's going to be, how many enemies you're gonna have. We're gonna get some blending for these assets to blend in nicely. Okay, that's kind of cool. Yeah, nanite and ray tracing, they use they have their own specific settings and optimization tricks. That's yeah, I went and I experimented a lot with lighting, like different types of lighting, even baked lighting, and a bunch of stuff, and I ended up just going back to Lumen. The trick is that you can tell the engine which assets you want to be part of Lumen and use ray tracing, and which ones you don't want to use with Lumen and ray tracing. So you can save a lot. You can save a lot of frame rate with this one option. There's another thing that I haven't tested yet, but there's this material optimization node, so you can make you can make like your normal shader, and then it has a ray tracing mode, which is like an optimized version, so something like that. I need to look more into it. that was a big one that I read about, and I was like, that's interesting. Neural rendering. No, I'm not talking about neural. I'm trying not to use the LSS and like this frame generation technologies, because I don't want to get like blurry frames. It's very common to get blurry frames with that stuff. I want to see if I can manage to optimize it without using those technologies. I got some cool rock construction I made in a previous version of this project. Might bring that. For now, I'm just gonna block out a little bit with these prefabs I got. The pancake rocks. They look kind of strange. They're not really meant to be like that. They're meant to be used as a wall. Yeah, they did some cool trickery with the rooms, the interior rooms, some parallax stuff. I think the city sample also uses some stuff like that. It looks like 3D, but it's just kind of like two images kind of like moving. when will I finish the project? That's a good question. We got I think I'm pretty happy with the enemies so far. They're not 100% there, but now I kind of want to focus on what I really like doing, which is just like building the environment. I was testing the quest and dialogue system as well, so I'm pretty happy with that. And then probably what's going to take the most amount of time, it's probably going to be like making the items and the missions and adding a little bit of variety to it. That's probably what's gonna take me the most amount of effort. Nice. I need to check that video. I don't really have an estimate, to be super honest. It really depends on how quick I would like to push this out. It's kind of hard to say. You know, there's like 16 characters fighting each other right there, and this guy is just running out. Yeah, some of these rocks probably are not meant to be super big like this. Hey, how's it going? Well, the reality. Well, I would love to put out a early access of this game. I'm thinking of releasing a demo, but I'm not sure about releasing a demo anymore, because it's like, oh, that's nice. I like when the terrain is a little bit tilted. The ray tracing geometry. Yeah, that warning, I kind of like to keep it at bare minimum. I don't want to allocate more. We got some funky collisions with this destruction. The pawn collision is getting stuck in those pieces. This body disappears a little bit too fast. So yeah, the idea is to release an early access. I was thinking of releasing a demo, but since the game is about like exploration and kind of like, it's like a kind of like sandbox kind of open environment, I'm not sure about releasing a demo. Maybe just a little, make like a little area, but kind of like debating if I should do a demo. And at the same time, I'm kind of afraid of releasing something too fast, because it's gonna be very undercooked, and I kind of wanna have something more solid going on. So the idea is, I really hope to at least have some kind of like private testing this year. Yeah, I'm not sure about the demo, because the demo, I'm not sure if it makes sense for this project. Not sure if it really makes sense for this project. So that's the thing. Okay, let's see if we can make some cool stuff here to move around. Okay. I always like the idea of having some kind of tubes that we can go through. It would be super cool to cut into the mountain a little bit, into the canyon, go out. But since I'm just blocking out let's keep it more loose for now. That's why I haven't tried to put any foliage yet, because I'm still trying to figure out the terrain. Yeah, making a game. It's some kind of like exploration, survival, horror game. Horror game, more like kind of like the Forever Winter, some kind of thing like that. Yeah, think about the Forever Winter, but you cannot extract. It's just one environment. You need to go back and avoid enemies. Okay, let's see, where should we? Maybe here. The thing with these ramps is that they can look very funny if you don't have a sense of scale. So let's try to get little character right there, so we know how big things are. That might be too steep. This is the problem with very big a portal. Yeah, portals are definitely an option. Yeah, just making sense of this. This huge thing is gonna take like an hour just to get down this thing. I was testing something similar the other day, and definitely it feels very weird. We might need to have elevators. that might be too steep. Yeah, the cool thing is that we can test out stuff very quickly with the modeling tools. I'm from Costa Rica. For some reason in 5.6 these modeling meshes, they don't come with collisions. I think simple, complex as simple. Maybe there's something going on with the simple collisions. Yeah, I'm making a game. Now I'm working on the environment. Muchas gracias. Yeah. So this is kind of ridiculous. Is this? It's a little bit too steep, but I think we can work with that. How is this going to look from far away? We can make it look cool with some scrap metal pieces and stuff like that. There's no fall damage yet. I'm using an NVIDIA 3060, 3080, I think. Okay. So yeah, this is a little bit funky, but let's see if we can push it a little bit closer to the terrain, so it makes a little bit more sense. I really like the modeling tools in Unreal, just so quick. You can just prototype so quickly. Let's say this one can go a little bit lower. Also this one. And this one. Yeah, it will be nice to have some Is this too steep? No, I think it works. Yeah, there's some heavy ghosting. Super serious ghosting. But those things, we'll figure them out. Okay, I think it works. Okay, let's see what else we can do here. Okay, so let's say this goes down here. Yeah, you can reach, you can jump from here to here and here to here, probably. Okay, we're gonna make a copy of this. And gonna probably get it there. And I'm going to maybe we can let's see if we can make some kind of way through. I'm just going to eyeball it. This is just for blockout purposes. See if it makes any sense. Yeah. These are some kind of weird structure. We probably don't need to go that way. So we can get the player here. Snap with control. It's looking kind of cool. I like big pieces of concrete, a little bit brutalist. Reminds me of brutalist architecture. I think it might look nice. I don't want to move on world, I want to move on object orientation. Well, I mean, that's kind of cool to block out stuff like this. Oh yeah. all inclusive ramp. Going down is easy, you can just go like this. I would love to get a jetpack going. That will be so nice. But like a tiny one, not too crazy. You will still need to go through this. Some kind of like double jump and hold it there for a couple of seconds. Make it and give the ability to shoot while doing that. That'll be cool. Okay, not bad. Just gonna double check if the steepness is good. Is it too high, too steep? No, I think it's just right there. Nice. Okay. Cool. Yeah, this will add a lot of detail to the canyon. It's gonna make it look interesting. Some pipes and cables and stuff like that. That will look nice. Some lights. Okay, so now we can go to this structure. Now from this we can touch the lower ground, and then we need to go back up. What is this? Oh, I was testing these quest givers. Let's push them somewhere here. not sure if I... yeah, just there so I don't forget. We need to randomize the size of these things. And I got some other cool rocks going, so it doesn't look so super repetitive like that. But it's good for a block out. Okay, so let's get this thing. And let's keep it closer to this side. It kind of works, almost. The more I can get it closer to the terrain, the more realistic it looks. We don't want to do this super. Maybe we can make it a bridge that goes through here and then you can go down. That could be interesting. Let's see here. Rough terrain there. Or maybe you do need to go down. It will be kind of cool to have like a bridge so you can walk underneath that thing. A green valley. Yeah, I want to keep this very desert-like, but I do have some cool vegetation, so it's gonna be, and some areas might be like lush. I do want to have tiny little areas where it's a little bit more. Okay. Face extrude. Oh, it's the first option, okay. And before that, oh, damn it. let's snap to 500. This one might be too steep. Let's see. Yeah, bridge might be interesting. This is probably the steepest we can go. This is gonna work because this is a copy of the other one. Yeah. I'm actually trying to step away from symmetry. Because it makes things look a little bit boring. Whoa, okay, we went out. That looks interesting. That's a kind of crazy. Thank you. So what's the lowest next point? The lowest point. We don't want to have it right here. We could make it here. We have like 3 steps down, a little bit farther away. Actually, let's keep things farther away. This will make, we will like, this way the player will need to go all the way around. A little bit of thinking about level design. It's like you can jump down as you like, but that way it's gonna make the player take advantage of this terrain. This terrain here goes down here, then go back up here. And maybe we can have stuff that you can only reach if you jump down from here. Okay. yeah, I just hope things are not too spread apart, so it's gonna be visible enough. Okay, I kinda like that. In the bottom, we can have sulfur lakes. I got some cool stuff for that. Sulfur lakes and steam coming out. I got some cool creatures for that area, but I'm not sure if I want to make them hostile. I was thinking I still need to experiment with this because we do have vehicles, so I want to see if I can change the modify the vehicle into a creature so we can ride creatures. Totally out of topic, but it will be nice because that way we can like imagine like there's sulfur lakes and you cannot reach that location because it's toxic to you, but if you are riding one of these I don't know, lava turtles, you can go through those areas because you are not in direct contact with the sulfur. I mean, like the, like, let's say toxic water. Okay. Now here we do need some player guidance because it's like, I mean, we will have fall damage, so it's gonna be like, okay, well, yeah, I cannot jump down there just like that. I need to think about fall damage, how in like heavy I want the fall damage to be. I don't want to make it too annoying, but I do need some fall damage so players cannot just simply jump down anywhere. It will be cool to have fall damage, but kind of like 7 days to die, I think it's called, where you break your bone and you need to like you walk slow for an amount of time to heal it up. Nothing too crazy, but it's like enough so the player is like, oh no, I don't want to jump through this crazy cliff, but also not too restrictive so it's like very annoying to fall down. that's kind of crazy. So the next step, I want it to be somewhere there, so you need to go through this canyon. Also, this dash for some reason is not consuming my energy. Running does consume energy, but dashing does not consume energy. I wanted to make it so we can consume energy and we can make it so we can dash, I don't know, maybe 2 times and the energy goes down. Those are the little things that I mean, I just need to test and see what feels right, but it will be cool to maybe go like maybe 4 dashes or maybe 2 dashes and then you're out of energy, because that energy bar, it's super hard to, yeah, you can run for hours. Okay, cool, so let's go up this way. Firefox. Okay, well, my crazy structures are kind of working. Let's get this one. Let's copy that one. Let's push it somewhere here. and I'm gonna make a new one, so it's very specific to this. To this area. I'm just gonna browse this asset, duplicate this one, change it here, then go to modeling, faces, and I just want my first module, so we know we are matching this thing. I'm gonna close that gap with a bridge. And I also need to make sure that the character cannot walk through this other area. Also not through here, because I think it's might be able to do it. If not, we can just add some kind of rock or something that just blocks the player. Okay, so let's say we're gonna start somewhere here. Okay, so let's see if we can get this one. Fire in the hole. Where is it? It's the first option. I keep losing that. Before doing the extrusion, I need to snap to 500. With an extrusion, okay. And let's see, so we have a couple of gaps here. I think it makes more sense to go down this, yeah. Something like that. Profile picture to the project. I'm not sure what you mean. We probably need to push this a little bit more, like this. I'm using 5.6, the latest. That's strange. Why is it? Oh, okay. I just want a perfect square, but okay. Doesn't really matter. Okay, that's better. Okay, I don't want to go into the mountain, something like that. It's not giving me perfect squares like before. I messed it up somewhere. we are off the grid. A little bit more. For example, for this thing, I would like to have the previous UI where you can see rotation and location separate. You don't need to go into another window. Was a little bit nicer in that regard. I need to do an extra click every time I wanna. Let's just keep it to, yeah, let's just keep it snap. Let's snap to 100. I think that makes a little bit more sense. Okay, let's go down here. Too steep. The character might not be able to walk there. And let's maybe go here. Might be too steep as well. Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean by adding a profile picture to the game. Not sure. Okay, cool. Let's push this down here. And we're almost there. The crazy steps. Don't want to do it too steep. And we are, I think this is walkable, yes. Okay, so let's do one more. Okay. That's not a perfect square, whatever. I love the snapping function here. I mean, every 3D program has that, but it took me a little bit of time to figure that out in Unreal. For the extrusion, it's automatic, but for when you're just moving faces around, what the hell I did? Oh, I'm extruding again. Okay, let's just accept. Keep forgetting where the menus are. There you go. It would be awesome to have some icons for the poly edit instead of just names. Little icon for each of these. That would be beautiful. Probably they're gonna do it eventually. Yeah, Unreal is very overwhelming. It's like you can do so much with it, so it's kind of hard to get started. There's so much things you could do, but yeah, figure out what you want to do with the program. If you want to create animations or games or architectural visualization, or I don't know, what will you like to do with it, and then try to find tutorials on that specific thing that you would like to do. And start from there. But there's a lot of information nowadays on YouTube, so it's that's something very, very positive. Those stairs are crazy. All right, let's see how it plays. Yeah, this is what I really like. I like building maps. I mean, everything's it's kind of cool. I sometimes like to get caught in blueprints and logic and stuff like that. But building maps is very, very relaxing for me. You can see what's happening. Sometimes when you are working in blueprints, damn it! Damn it! I fell down there. Oh, I cannot even see. Let's see the other meshes. Oh yeah, they are unloaded. Since we haven't baked HLOTs for world partition, all these meshes are being. We have a little fight going on here. Instead of defending yourself, I need to. It looks like he's just covering his face. Poor little bug. I need to make it jump at the enemy instead of defending itself, because it doesn't really make sense. It looks kind of defenseless. We got a couple of errors. BPC boss behavior, is montage plane boss behavior. That's what you get when you don't know what you're doing with blueprints. Yeah, I've been implementing some stuff from other projects. I appreciate it. So yeah, I got some implementation to do. I got some stuff working, which is very nice, but definitely need to fine tune some things. We are using the RPG engine as the main template of the game, and then I'm adding the boss AI toolkit. I'm adding I have a quad mech walking around that is super hacky way of like making it work. It's kind of crazy that works. And well, that looks like the reminds me of like the Chinese wall or something. Oh crap, no. Okay. It's kind of cool because this adds a lot of scale to the environment. It's like you cannot really tell, but we're gonna add little things to add scale to that. So you look at this and it's like, oh damn, we are in a huge canyon. And I need to make the other meshes spatially loaded for now, just so we can see them in the distance, because yeah, you cannot really see where the other ones are. at the distance. But once we build the H slots, we're gonna generate a lower poly version of this, so it's always gonna stay in the distance. It's a very, very cool technique. I'm not sure like how lower poly you can get. This is just a box, but let's make these stairs, these ramps, spatially loaded. Let's uncheck the spatially loaded option, so they're gonna be loaded always. Doesn't matter where the character is, they're gonna remain loaded in the distance. Are you sure the bugs aren't bugged? No, the bugs are working fine, because I haven't done any changes to them. I'm using like the default AI from the template, but I wanna change their behavior so they don't like block. There's a block feature where they block, but I wanna change that from blocking to jumping at the enemy. More like a kind of like a zombie bug or something that you see now we can see those in the distance. Okay, yeah, we do get a little hint. Now the fog, it's crazy. I think I bumped it up. I made the fog very, very hard right now, but you can see a little bit here where you should go in the distance. So here, oh crap, we need some kind of like block in there. So people don't fall down. That's kind of cool. I like that. Looks interesting. Structurally, doesn't make too much sense. We have like too big of a pillar and too thin of a bridge. Maybe that bridge could go a little bit thicker, because now it just doesn't feel right. I'm using the ultra dynamic sky, so we do have different weather conditions. I might have acid rain. There is thunderstorm, there is sandstorm, there's clear skies, foggy. So that's something that I haven't looked into, but I would love to implement it. Also with the foliage, so the foliage moves with the wind and stuff. All of that, it's totally doable. It's nothing too crazy. I also have some friends who have done that before, so I can always go ask or just read the documentation. I mean, there's a very good documentation on the ultra dynamic sky, ultra dynamic weather and sky, that shows you how to do all of that. There's even games where you can like control the weather from the character, so you get like powers that control the weather, which is kind of cool. But I do want to have the weather changing for sure. I'm gonna mostly keep it foggy, dusty, not gonna have it be too sunny. Yeah, it's not ready. It's not ready, but it's that's a little bug right there. Um, I don't have it ready, but I know how can I achieve that with the ultra dynamic weather. So it's something that is definitely coming up. Well, that was crazy. That took me not so long, to be honest. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh crap. No, we fell down. Okay. Can we still make it? Yeah. Okay, cool. So hey, how's it going? I appreciate it. Yeah, I got a bunch of different stuff going on. Now I'm trying to build the map. I'm back into the map. I took was testing a lot of other stuff. So we are getting there. Oh, that's super cool. Should we make this a little bit thicker? Yeah, but the weather, it's I need to do some blueprinting to get the weather to change, but it's nothing too crazy. I'm sure I can definitely get it going in a maybe in 1 day or something. Concrete. We got some cool concrete materials somewhere. Okay. Well, instead of searching for it, I'm just going to activate the industrial building data layer, and I have it somewhere there on the outside. Hey, how's it going? I'm using a skybox with UDS. Yeah, I'm using both of them. I made a little blueprint to connect those together. Not even a blueprint. I just added a couple of nodes to connect the sun to the ultra dynamic sky. Let me see if I can show you. Let's see. I just want to find, yeah, this crazy building. Oh my god, it has so many interior rooms. It's like the interiors are crazy. Super proud of this this thing right here. I've never made such a big interior space, but now we are focusing on the exterior. So this is the concrete I want. Just gonna copy that thing there, and let me drop it here. Whoop. I think the UVs are pretty good. Scale is 1, because this is it's kind of like a strange material. It has some triplanar things, and it also reacts on scale, so the scale needs to be baked to 1. Just making sure that the rebar is actually not stretched. Okay, that looks brutalist. I like big pieces of concrete like that. Uh, we might need to make it thicker. Doesn't really feel right to have it this thin. So yeah, the UDS, for the UDS, this is what I did. Let me see if I can find it. Was it the sky? Yeah, I think it was inside here. And inside the sky, I went to... Oh, it's right here. Nice. It's super nice that it remembers the last thing I opened. So, the time of day offset. I just added this logic here. It comes from false. And I create a dynamic material instance for the sky sphere. The parameter that I'm trying to modify is the brightness. This is the name of the material I'm using. And the variable, it's called time of day. So this is what I found on Google, and it actually worked pretty good. Time of day divided by 1200, which is half a day, since the day lasts 2400 minutes, I think it is. I mean, no, it's the military hour. Yeah. Anyways, so this is half a day. You multiply by pi, which is kind of like the circle formula. This is a cosine, a radial cosine. I'm not sure if I'm saying this right. And then you divide that by, you multiply this by minus 0.5 plus 0.5. So what this is going to do, basically, it's going to change our brightness in the skybox. So when we go to 0, it's dark. When we go to 12 midday, it's gonna be the brightest. But when we go back to 2400, it's gonna be dark again. So it's a super cool little formula. Instead of going from 0 to 100, it goes from 0 to 100 at 50%, which is midday, and then goes back to 0 and connects the cycle. That's a very cool thing. Yeah, I was trying to figure this out, and yeah, I'm super happy, because I mean, I don't know, I've been always very bad at math and stuff. So when I found that online, I was like, I don't even know these nodes, but let's test it out. And it kind of worked. So this is one way I found how to do this, but definitely it's not the best way. I know there's better ways to do this. So I wanna test it out. Also, if you see the sky, it's very polluted by the fog and stuff. You cannot really appreciate the skybox that much. It's kind of nice to, it blends a little bit, but I know there's better ways to deal with that. I'm gonna be playing with the ultra dynamic sky a lot. So I can have dust storms coming up, and I want the fog to change. I want acid rain that damages the... Wow, the ghosting is crazy in this. It looks like I have no finger... Oh crap. No fingertips. Jesus. Helldivers. That's an awesome game. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. I'm gonna get the dust and the rain and all the UDS materials on the meshes for sure. I think I've done that before. With the dust, you need to add a couple nodes. It's not that crazy, and also I want the blending, so things blend nicely with my virtual textures and the landscape. I want things to blend in, which I also done before. I think these rocks are blended. Let me check. So you get like a cool. Let me check if these are actually blended. No, I think these are not. No, I think those are not. Oh, I see some stuff. No, I think it's just the material. No, I think these are not being blended. Are they being blended? Maybe, not sure. But anyways, yeah, that would be awesome for the buildings to get some of that sand on top. I mean on the bottom. Hey, I'm working on the environment. I finally got the quad mag IK to work. I got a drone enemy going on. So now I'm back to just relaxing a little bit and doing some level building. Mesh blend for my project. That looks like it is being blended. Mesh blend. Nice. I need to check that one out. I have most of the nodes already. I just need to remember how to do that, because it's been a long time since I don't do any blending. But I think I have all the logic. It's just kind of like a copy paste on the nodes from one material to the other. Yeah, let me see if I can show you the drone enemies and the mech. Let me load this layer. Let's activate and deactivate this one. These two also deactivated. Okay. What game? This is some kind of exploration, survival, horror game. I'm not sure if you know the Forever Winter. I'm trying to make some kind of like Forever Winter survival game where you cannot extract, but you need to kind of like go around the area. Imagine like the Forever Winter, but all in one place with survival mechanics. Not so much like a stealth extraction game, but more like a survival. Okay, he saw me. Unfortunately, I cannot show you the sounds, but I got some cool sounds for this enemy. So now he's looking at me. It's very deadly, this enemy. Like, sometimes it bugs out. There you go, damn it. Because it's only going to shoot while I'm on site. So I'm gonna change that logic. I think the IK is working. Oh, that it gets a little buggy on this foot, or maybe there's some collision. But yeah, the IK, yeah, he's stepping on the ground, which is super nice. Damn it! Yeah, the RPG is too crazy. The thing is that I'm using the RPG engine, which is a template. And it's an online template, so there's online functionality. I've been testing with Unreal 5.6 and I'm not able to get the advanced sessions working. There's somebody in the Discord saying that it's not working currently on 5.6. I cannot get the Steam overlay to pop up when I start the game, so that's a problem, because that's kind of like the first thing you need to test. I managed to get it working with Unreal 5.5, but for Unreal 5.6 there's an issue with the multiplayer, so it might get fixed soon. I appreciate it. So well, let me see if I can show you. So this enemy, you kill it and then it explodes. The explosion is not so nice. I still want some camera shakes, and these pieces break very weird, and I need to make the mech destruction better. The material of the mech is also not so nice, but it's coming together. The rocket launcher has a trajectory issue, so it's kind of hard to really aim with this thing. But I already asked the developer of the template to help me out with this one, so it goes in a perfect straight direction, because it's kind of hard to use this one. And then we have drones. This one is the latest enemy I implemented. This one yeah, this one was a little bit of a headache, but I got it working, not completely yet, but it's coming together. The detection, it's a little funky. It's supposed to see me right now, but it's not seeing me for some reason. But I love the explosion, the camera shake and stuff. I want to implement that on the other ones. I was testing with these walls just to see if he can detect me, and it seems that it cannot see me through the walls. The only problem with this drone is that it's using projectiles instead of like line trace bullets, so it's a little bit different. I wanna see if I can get it to use the same logic as the other enemies. Well, the cool thing about this drone is that if you hit it, it evades the hits. It kind of like tries to move around, and I need to make the light turn off when it dies and the pieces to disappear. So this is proper. This is a proper way to break this enemy. This is the proper way. I need to do this with the mech. Basically, what I'm going to do is get the mech separated into pieces and get it there. Is this boss behavior toolkit? No, this drone comes from the how do you call that template? It's a super old Unreal Engine 4 template that I realized it had a drone, and I was like, oof, that's kind of cool. It's called Third Person Kit. Let me see. I don't think I have the full name here. Um, so yeah, that's kind of cool. The nicest thing about this, let's see if we can make it a little bit I should probably have a preset for this instead of changing that all the time. The cool thing about this drone is that it is gonna go after you no matter where you are standing. You can be on top of a building. Hamster is the creator. Nice. I have it on my other hard drive, so I can show you how the project looks. It's like all blue LED lights kind of thing. Okay, the camera just zoomed in. This camera is kind of funny. Okay, so the cool thing about this drone is that, let me see if I can make it work. It's a little funky, the enemy detection. I need to work on the enemy detection, because sometimes it works super cool, super nicely, and sometimes it doesn't realize that I'm here. Oh no, damn it. No, I didn't want to do it like that. Yeah, this one needs a little bit more work. Because what I'm trying to show is yeah, and the player has like this kind of like red thing on the eyes and stuff. Pretty cool template, to be honest. The locomotion is definitely nothing like Gasp, but it has some cool systems for sure. The logic, it's a little bit confusing. I needed to bypass a couple of nodes because I couldn't get it working here. But yeah, I really like the drone. Come on. It doesn't want to see me. Yeah. And the other thing is that if I shoot it, it doesn't pick me up until he actually sees me. Yeah. It's funny how sometimes this worked out super nicely and sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, I need to figure that one out. But yeah, I really like this drone. Can't wait to get the proper some cool models for it. I got some cool kit bash models that I can some 3D models that I can kit bash with. Yeah, drones they are necessary for sure, because I have a lot of verticality, and it just doesn't really make sense not to have drones. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's going to work. Oh, there you go. Now it wants to work. You see, it goes up the building, like it goes up. It doesn't matter where you are, it's gonna follow you. It's super cool. I like that, and the sounds are kind of cool as well. Yeah, this one is kind of messed up. I think I put it too low on the ground or something. And the cool thing is that they have like 3 stages. So they have like the blue stage where they're just patrolling or chilling, and then they have the yellow state where they go back to they go from aggressive to passive, and then the red state where the drone is actually following you. I really like those change of colors, and I wanted to add it to the lights of the drone. This propeller, definitely not gonna use that one. That looks kind of funky. Uh, I don't really want to copy the Forever Winter, but it would be awesome to to have some kind of like insect kind of flying flying drone. You know, like a wasp. They're super scary because their legs are kind of like floating when they fly. But yeah, anyways, let's continue because I'm gonna get distracted. Uh, this is, I don't know what I touched. I think I need to change my mouse and keyboard because they're getting stuck a little bit. I did something the other day and now the fog disappears until I touch the G key, which is a game mode. So before I was able to see the fog without seeing all the splines and all the trigger boxes and all these icons, right? Now I cannot see the fog when I press G. That's I don't know how I messed that up, but it's kind of cool to work on the level and then you can see how things look like. So it's kind of different. Haven't figured out what that is or how that happened. So yeah, hopefully we can get the rocket launcher going soon. And let's go back to, was it right here? Okay. Okay, nice. So yeah, the fog is a little bit too crazy. Is it seriously that? Oh, okay. Yeah, the drone traces, it shoots some line traces to find the enemy, but I need to figure out the logic. Wow, this is too dusty. Wow, too foggy. Because the drone shoots line traces, but it does not get detected. The enemy does not get detected. So there's something in the logic that I need to figure out. I'm trying to simplify that logic a little bit. Under the show toolbar, where was it? Oh, fog. Alt F. Huh. Is it this one? Oh, thank you. I don't know how I pressed Alt F, but that's funny. I appreciate it. It was right here. Okay, I think that now it's gonna work. Yep. Huh, that's kind of cool. Nice. I was like, oh, I don't know what the heck I touched. I appreciate that. I'm using invokers because definitely the map is too big and I cannot have a nav mesh for the whole thing. It's just not doable for performance. Performance was just getting very bad. So I haven't played with this thing in a while, but I miss the sulfur lakes a lot from when I started this project. And this is probably one of my favorite assets. How do I find this stuff? Sci Fi Desert, PCG, graph. No, don't touch the graph. Let's do the blueprint. So we have dry nature. No, we should have more stuff. Subgraph. No, I'm not gonna touch that. Graph, dry nature. No, we should have more stuff. Huh. I think I didn't merge the thing properly. Yeah. I think I'm missing some stuff. I'm pretty sure that we have PCG enabled. If not, I won't be able to see that stuff. Yeah, we have it. We don't need the biome sample or the biome core for this. That's funny. I'm pretty sure I had it. Maybe I didn't migrate the thing. So yeah, it's time to add some of that stuff. We can leave that as reference. Yeah, I probably need to take some time and just migrate all the assets to this project, because I have a bunch of previous versions with some of the assets in the previous version, and it's I need to. Oh crap! Oh, we are running out of space. Oof, it's time to move some stuff. Yeah, I think I'm going to push all of this here, cut it, and push it here. $50 GB. I think we should be good with that. I need to get a better hard drive. I have a 2 terabyte one, but I want to get a 2 terabyte one for the Windows one. I appreciate it. I don't know how this drive gets filled up. I don't know what is in there. To be honest, it gets filled up with some how do you call this stuff? You know, the files that all the applications leave behind. I forgot the name of that stuff. Oh, so yeah, this enemy is using the boss AI. I need to show you how this one works. But for now, let's see if we can get this jungle PCG blueprint. Yeah, we have all of them. And you know what? I'm gonna be smarter and just move the whole folder. That's what I should probably do to this project. And I don't want to overwrite anything. No, just give me what I'm missing. There is a cache in the Unreal Engine that saves all the shaders. Yeah, I think I know where that cache is, but I believe that there's some other stuff messing up with this drive. Do I have my Adobe programs here? Yeah, I think it's a bunch of Adobe stuff, and yeah. Oh, the Git repository. That might be also using this drive. Need to check that out. Not sure. But we should be fine after this 2 hours and 5 minutes. Oh my god. It doesn't really matter. I think we can still go with 5 gigabytes free. It's gonna Unreal doesn't really like it, but I think this project is in the other drive, so I don't think we're gonna get any issues. There you go. App data. Yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely check that one out. I appreciate it. We don't. Yeah, doesn't really matter. This is we don't need that right now. Just want to get some of the other PCG graphs, and the migration happens a little bit faster if you close the project that you want to migrate to. I found that out the other day. If you close this project, the migration is going to happen way faster. Yep, it's going way faster now. Okay, I'll get a drink. I'll be right back. Tree size program. Huh. Need to check that one out. Both things finish at the same time. That's funny. I don't want to save any of this. Okay, cool. Now we have 50 gigabytes free. That's more than enough for Unreal not to give any problems. That's a nice drink. Blueberry, pomegranate, vitamin. I don't know what else. Yeah, the project takes a little bit to open, but now we should have the. It's funny. I put a potato as an icon. The animal behavior kit. That's the next integration. I need to stop integrating stuff into the template. I promised myself not to integrate too much stuff. I mean, if the things that I already have integrated are not 100%, I mean, the integration is not the cleanest, so I need to take it easy and just try to get the integration as good as possible. When it comes to the boss AI toolkit, I think I got it working very nicely. The only thing I'm missing is the boss faces, so I need to see how can I connect the boss face logic with the RPG engine health bar. If I can get those two connected, now I think it's gonna be a 100% implementation. Okay, let's clean this up as well. It should give me like the open option, but it doesn't. Just gonna copy that here, and I'm gonna delete all the things that I downloaded. Oh, nice. I didn't know they changed that. Okay, cool. Alright, we are back. Nanite on the landscape. Let's get the weather, the fog a little bit lower. Yeah, I'm not sure what it is. Sometimes the fog is super hard, sometimes it's not so hard. Yeah, I still need to learn what's going on. Are you serious? I thought I thought what? I thought I did this. Did we? I think we got the wrong one. Damn it. Pretty sure yeah, I think I messed up. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I think I got the sci-fi jungle, not the sci-fi desert. Migrated. Oh my god. Oh Jesus. Okay, well, it's coming. It's coming. Okay, let's change the music a little bit. Nice. This one opened way faster. Okay, so let me double check, because I know that I'm pretty sure that oh yeah, I got the wrong one. Damn it. Okay. I don't want to overwrite. Just want to get the missing files. Alright, cool. Again, I'm gonna close this again just to make the migration a little bit faster. Yeah, you can ask Ross. Yes, we're gonna get the... That's the garbage truck. We're gonna get the sulfur lakes. Let's do it. Sulfur lakes. Okay, almost there. The last bit is always a little bit slower. That was good. Sweet. Boop. I don't really need to save, but that's a nice little thumbnail right there. This one, we can probably get rid of this project. I need to merge. Yeah, we could probably get rid of this one. I think everything is already on the last one. This is the main, the first version. Then we got that one, then we got this one, then we got that one again. And that's so cool. I want to add a shotgun too. I like shotguns in games. We do have something similar. We have a crossbow. So let's see. Updates. There's this super small hotfix that I haven't done. Now we're gonna get temperature, so you can warm up by the campfire or with warm clothes, or cool down in the water. I kind of like this mechanic. I'm not sure how this get owning player pawn, get component by class, BP main component, max value, return value. I'm not sure how this get normal temperature is gonna get integrated in the widget. Stat common temperature. I haven't tried this one, but it's okay. This is the only thing I'm missing to be aligned with the latest. Okay, cool. We are here. All right. Nice, 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 nice. Now we have it. Yay. So cliff range, this PCG graph doesn't work because it's related to the, I don't know what it's related to, but this cliff range is not working on this map. Dry mountain covering, these two I think are not working. Dry mountain range, dry nature, dry rocks, excluder road. Dry shore, rocks. Is it dry shore? Subgraph. No, it needs to be here. It might be the shore. Let me double check what we have in here. Do we have mesh spawner, medium rock? Oh, is this the one? No. No, the one that I'm looking for. I mean, we can always reference the main project. I mean, yeah, I have it here on this one. Such an old image right here. Kind of like it more than the metahuman ones. Okay. I'm just gonna reference where the heck are those sulfur PCG graphs. Wanna check the dust. Huh. Yeah, it gets funky sometimes. This doesn't give me the same results all the time. Anyways, okay, well. Oh, so many. I believe it is mostly probably this one. Wanna see performance. Wanna see how much are we getting if I drop some PCG foliage. $120, that's what I want. That's a great frame rate because there's nothing on screen. Okay, now we are dropping because we have a bunch of stuff loaded in there, bunch of NPCs. Yeah, this is gonna be very nice. I need to fix those spine bones right there. That's another thing I need to mention. It's just the blending between the holding the weapon, because here it looks super nice, but here those spine bones need to be steady, and they are following this animation, and they should not follow this animation. Yeah, this one is maybe specific to this skeleton. I'm not sure if we have the same number of spine bones in the Manny. This one is gonna take a little bit. Yeah, I messed up this one with level instances and changing the world partition settings and stuff. Well, that's kind of cool. Damn it. That's too crazy. It will be super cool to build ladders, which is totally possible. And bridges. Yeah, these rocks don't really hold up to these close. There are 16 NPCs fighting there. I think these bullets, they don't reach that far. As long as I keep moving, the RPG cannot reach me. That's kind of funky. Um, oh wow, now you're bugged? Jesus. Hmm. Okay, yeah, now it's working. They jump and stomp, I love that. It disappears too fast. I would like to see the ragdoll for longer. That's a cool explosion. Not there, not quite there yet, but did we got the other enemies? Oh no, they're still fighting. Yeah. Yeah, too many NPCs at the same time. Too many. We need some frame rate back. Just gonna get rid of some of them, even the friendly ones. I'm getting frame drops when the enemy disappears. That's something I need to ask. Yeah, I'm getting some nasty frame drops, and we do need that because if I just let the body in the floor, it's also not performant. That one is a question for Weber. I like this tilted ground. Makes everything kind of like what. Could probably make the range of the foliage, the grass types, a little bit wider, so they just don't pop up super in your face like this. Oh, go back. Okay. Oh, you can cancel the dash. That's kind of cool. Okay. All right. Let's see if the other map loaded or not. Still not. What? Yeah, that map is messed up. Yeah, I don't really know what I did to it, but that one is messed up. But that's how you learn. Basically, don't touch the world partition settings. And the level instances. So something happened. Oh, I missed this map. Such a cool map. Anyways, we're gonna get it better. Now that I know how to migrate levels and stuff, and yeah, we can really work with foliage and all the cool stuff. This is such a cool map. I left some stuff loaded in the data layers, that's why it took forever to open. Okay, let's let it. Just gonna leave it there for now. You'll be crazy if actually all this lower level, I'm not sure how good is that going to be for performance, but make this huge, like a big lake of sulfur, this lower level. That would be very cool. And then we need to have like little bridges to go through. That could be interesting. And then we can make the sulfur toxic, so you cannot really step on it for too long. Okay, is it loaded? I think so. Such a cool map. I don't know why it took forever to load, like everything's unloaded. Yeah, I do. It's loading shaders. Yeah, I do want to have some lush areas, but very small, tiny. Yeah, I was definitely going crazy with this one. Bunch of caves and stuff like that. But I think I think I can really, now with what I've learned, I think I can make this work. Definitely not so much density of foliage. Yeah, I was going nuts with this one. But I have a lot of construction, and even these trees I made, that's so cool. I got some cool stuff in this map for sure, but you're gonna be smart about it and use it. Okay, what I wanna see is the sulfur pools. Okay, let's see how this works. So, is this part of swamp PCG nature, desert PCG, desert rock and PCG, desert PCG nature? Let me see which one is this one. Might be part of PCG nature. Yep, it's PCG nature. Right there, we got the sulfur pools. Which do look like some kind of pastry. Did I make this PCG graph? No, I don't think so. I think I modified it a little bit. And where's the water? Dry rocks. Oh, okay, so this comes from dry rocks. Okay. And the water, it's oof, the infiltrator map. That's such a cool map. Swamp PCG nature, swamp template, wall barrier. That's cool. Those props are very cool. Definitely gonna use those. The sewers, we got some sewers. There's a lot of stuff I'm bringing. I'm kind of like trying to rebuild this, but just making it a desert and trying to keep all the swamp as minimal as possible. Ancient ruins, alien tent separating. Okay, let's see, desert, rock and PCG. The water, not sure where the water planes went. They might be part of this layer right here. Yep, they're part of this layer. Okay, cool. So yeah, I figured out what I need. Nice. We don't want so much intersection in there. I might need to modify it a little. So, okay, so this is volcanic water and this is dry rocks. That's all I needed basically from this. Let's see if we can get some of that cool stuff here. And it's gonna be super awesome. This is what I really enjoy, like adding these little details. Um, Dry rock right here. That's the one. And I think it's only going to spawn on the acid layer on the landscape. So we need to paint some acid on the floor. It's getting late. It's getting late. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to probably go for an hour, maybe less. Oh. Maybe half an hour, so I can go to bed earlier. Okay. Such a cool map. Okay, we got some landscape material funkiness there. Those are very cool. Oh, these are level instances. Yep. I'm gonna stay away from that. I'm gonna bake it into one. Those are cool constructions here. I'm gonna bring this over, but the smart way. Now that I know a little bit more about optimization. We got a couple of tricks to make it work a little better. Okay, we got stuck in this one. Okay, I think it's loaded. Oh, wait. No, I don't want these. I want the blueprint. Ah, okay, I got it wrong, yeah. It's these dry rocks. I want the spline blueprint. There we go. Is it going to execute? And I think it's not gonna execute until we have some proper some proper acid on the floor. Okay, cool. I kind of want to leave this project open just for a little bit. just gonna unload everything. Oof, did I do the opposite? No, cool. So yeah, everything unloaded, hidden. Why is getting stuck so much? That's very strange. Oh. Yeah, let's close this one for now. Okay. Yeah, PCG graph, it's messing up. Messing up big time. Just gonna clean it up. Wow, it's so laggy. Ugh. I don't understand why it's so laggy. Let me get up. Are we simulating? No, I don't want to do that. Let me hide this data layer just to make it as light as possible. Alright, so I want to paint a acid layer. Okay. Is the landscape too big or what? What is going on? Why is it so laggy? Oh, Jesus. It's gonna be a little hard. Okay, there you go. Nice. So, as long as I understand, if we don't let the brush go, it's not gonna get stuck. It gets stuck once we drop the brush. Right there, it's gonna get stuck a little bit. Okay, now it's doing way better. And let me get the lowest. And no, there's a better way to do this. Is it this one? Oh no, that's not. I think I should have. Yeah, I should have kept the other project open. Damn it. Anyways, okay, one way to do this is oh, there you go. Just wanna put a plane in there, make it crazy big. Nice. And this is the acid layer. Yep, that's exactly the acid layer we want. That's the lowest part of the canyon. I think right there. That's gonna look very nice. Yeah, that's a cool shape. I think I like it. Now, how can I reference this stuff? Maybe hidden in game, so I can go G and it comes back. And now what happens if I go landscape, paint, and I can reference where the heck this is. Okay, so let's go, let's paint this stuff. There are smart materials that do this exactly same thing, but I don't have it set up that way, and it doesn't need to be perfect. Like, we can have some overlap, which is, it's gonna look even more natural. The tiling on this acid is terrible, so we're gonna change that, but for now I just want to get the acid where it's supposed to be. And we can paint actually using noise or something like that. There was a way to paint noise. So we can only paint on the lowest area. Okay, now we're getting some funky stuff. Come on. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Up, paint. Okay, let's get those edges a little bit nicer. It's cool that we have this height map that is gonna just cut it out for us very nicely, so we can have some overlap. It doesn't need to be super perfect. That's sweet. Okay. Just a little bit here. And I think we are good. Also here. This is higher ground, so we don't want too much of this. And then we can do some blending, but that's kind of cool. Also higher ground here. Oh, I think we can leave that. Ooh, okay. Some acid layering here, and okay, cool. This also okay. The tiling, it's not so sweet, so let's save this and get some cool tiling. It's a huge landscape, that's why it bugs out like that. Gonna open the map again. Everything's unloaded. It should load faster, but there's some funky stuff happening there. This styling only matters from the player perspective, so that's what we're gonna check first. Because it might be nice, might look okay from the player perspective. really takes forever. All right, so yeah, it looks totally fine from the player perspective. We get this horse number 2 right there. Okay, so the question is, why is it not getting painted on this side? Okay, sometimes the landscape freaks out, so oh my god, yeah. Do we need to go sand and shift? I see the grass types, but not, it's not painting. It's just some kind of bug. I had this happen before. And the solution was to just paint with another layer. Oh, it gets this super straight cut right there. Shit, that's weird. Oh, you can do a selection. I've never used that one. Okay. This layer has no layer assigned yet. Okay, no, we're trying to paint acid. Okay, yeah, it's freaking out. Not sure. Damn it. Nice, it opened way faster. Okay, so wanna see what we're using for the mesh of this water, which should be here. Wow, this this project is oh, did it crashed? Yeah. Okay, well, I think I'm probably done for tonight. Yeah, that's enough. We're gonna get that update tomorrow. Yeah. everything feels so laggy. No, my computer needs a restart. Yeah, there's something wrong. Yeah, feels very, very laggy. It's gonna look very dope. Once we get that first layer of acid on the floor, maybe we can even have, I need to check it out, but maybe we can have some cool mechs walking in the toxic water. Yeah, so it's giving me this nasty grass type here, but it's not giving me the paint. Yeah, the tiling is the same. I remember tiling all the layers to the same value, so it does look super nasty. This is gonna be super cool. And it's a huge sulfur lake. Not sure how much of this texture we're gonna get after I add the water. We need to take that the layer out of the mantling channel. That's that's very messed up. The blending is not that bad. Maybe just by resetting the project that's gonna clean up. That's a weird cliff right there. But yeah, that's cool. Okay, let's see if we can figure out this tomorrow. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.